Welcome back everybody to the episode. Now in the last episode, easy, look at that, we're so good. Oh! She does not sound healthy. She's already got rod knock? But she got scammed. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the last episode. As you can see, we are a police officer once again because I honestly had so much fun with it. And we've actually repped up. Ooh, that hurt. We've repped up our reputation and now we're actually earning a lot more money. So hopefully as soon as I catch this guy, you'll be able to see. Oh, that was just kind of rude. There we go. So our loaner cut is lower and we have access to the Bastion alongside a 45% reputation bonus, which I think is fantastic, really. And not only do you get to have a ton of fun, but you also get to, crash your cars like whenever you want for free and you don't get shouted at by police. It's great. But obviously this car did take a bit of damage and it may or may not have been from police. But that doesn't matter because today we are carrying on upgrading our truck. Now I have upgraded the suspension and tires just a tiny bit from the last episodes, maybe a lot of it. However, I still haven't done any engine upgrades and anything like that. I just want to see if the car actually works. So I'm going to return this vehicle and then we're going to come over here and retrieve favorite vehicle. Now that is $1,250, but that is okay because we have made some pretty good money from our police missions. We are at 61,000 bean bucks and I think that's pretty good. Now before we start, some of you may notice that if you go to escape or do whatever or options and then come back, it feels like your game is frozen, right? It just paused. The game has been pausing for a ton of people for no real reason and no idea why, but it is a vanilla issue. And if you think that's your game's crashing, no, it's probably just paused. Have a look. But yeah, here's our truck. We have the Mio's 4-link drag suspension on the back now. That was around 7,500. And then I decided to get some new wheels all around because those old wheels, one, I had to get new wheels for the rear anyway because the lugs were different. So I decided to match the front. And I think this looks a little bit better. It still does look a little bit ratty, which I kind of really like. I kind of want this truck to always be looking like a POS. But now we should have the suspension to, back us up on the quarter mile, and hopefully our engine can handle it too. Okay, here we are. Turning circle's not amazing with that welded diff, but that's fine. I think we just sent it. I can't exactly remember how much nitrous we're throwing at it, but all I know is that it blew the drive shaft and diff and everything last time. So hopefully we can send it this time. Okay, that's way better already. We are running out of gear and temps and now nitrous. Yo, but that was a 995. That's actually so much better than I thought it was gonna be. It kind of kept going after, the nitrous was kind of like at its limit. Oh my god, that's so good. I'm actually so surprised. I don't think the front suspension liked that very much because I'm going left a little bit now. However, that was really good. I'm thinking we do that again, but get a radiator and maybe like an automatic box. I think that might be our next steps, just to get a clean pass and be able to do it as often as we want. Alright, so we are back in Chinatown and we are ready to do some upgrades, I think. So the main thing I want to do is I don't want to count on nitrous for everything. Now obviously we have a billet block, so we know that the car can handle the power. But again, with the nitrous it just runs out and then the car is basically useless. So what we are going to do is just upgrade the engine a little bit. And I'm thinking about putting a better steering box on the front because I'm thinking that turning left problem is due to it having a junk steering box, maybe? No, I was wrong. Damn. We are SOL. Maybe it was the shocks. But let's just put some like normal shocks on it. Just hopefully so it doesn't do any stupid stuff. Now, as we have upgraded our engine to the Super Thrust, the 353, And now we have also a forged short block. I think we're going to upgrade it to a billet. I just want to go all the way. I thought I already had a billet, but I guess I was very, very wrong. I don't care about oil pan too much. Now, I'm not going to put a stroker kit on it, but I am going to turbocharge it because turbos make everything better. Now, let's see. Variable blow-through twin turbo? No, I'm just going to go for a variable turbo. Single, I want to keep a single. And then in terms of carb, we're already at 4 carb, that's fine. Stack intake, I don't know what that means, but that's what we're going for. Now, we are going to go for a race head just because I just want it all to be not the best, but like better. I don't want us to be like a 5-second drag car, even though we could probably do that quite easily. But hey, who knows? Maybe in the future we can do that. There we go. And then I'm going to go for a camshaft. I'm only going to go stage 2. We could go stage 3. I mean, it makes more sense because it's the same price. But I don't want to go that deep, at least not right now. Right now, I think that's pretty much it. I'm going to do the drag transmission as well. I do like the Mio's one, wherever that is. Is there a Mio's one? Oh, it doesn't look like we have a Mio's drag transmission for this car. So we're going to go for a free speed instead. We do have adjustability there, so I'm not too worried about any of that. And then I think that's it. Like realistically, I think we are fully upgraded on this car. Now all that is going to need is some tuning. But that's 37,000. I'm hoping that we can make that back doing some drag racing. I know we won't do all of it, but at least some of it. I am going to lower the rear final drive. Let's make it a 320 or 330, sorry. That should be fine. I don't care for turbo right now. And then the rest is fine. Perfect. Alright, so we are officially on our way. Now, I did upgrade the radiator as well because I completely forgot about that part. And now we can go and test to see if this is enough. Now, I'm hoping that at the drag tent, if it's not enough, we can just up the boost a little bit. And hopefully it handles it. It should handle it. I mean, we should have plenty of power left to play with. But I think I'm just going to give it a little bit of a blip here. I mean, it's quick, but it's not blowing the tires or anything, so... Whoa, aggressive cops. So I think we are going to need to up the boost a little bit, but we'll find that out when we get to the drag strip. Alright, we are here. I do want to turn my lights on a little bit, and I think we are ready to give it our first hit. Let's see how well it does. I'm going to do it in manual mode because it looked like it was shifting a little bit too early. So let's just activate the... Oh, too far. Let's line her up. Come on. There we go, perfect. Now trans brake on, build boost. Let's go. Oh, I did not even do it manual. I'm an idiot, I forgot. Okay, looks like we have plenty of gear. And that was a 972, so it was faster than just a nitrous. But I know we can do better. We have so much boost to play with, I think. So I'm going to go to the drag tent because you can tune your car for free there. If you didn't know that, I will show you how. Alright, I am being chased by the police. But if you come here to these little lines that you see here, kind of like the where you wait for drag racing. Now it is free because it's basically tuning only. So you can like buy a car here apparently and do loans, etc. But it is mainly just for tuning, and as you can see, we have a lot of boost to play with. So I'm going to go all the way in terms of boost. And then I'm going to preemptively tune the nitrous. I don't think we have a bottle left, but that's fine. But here we go, 500 bucks. Not too bad for probably an extra like 400 horsepower. And let's turn her back on. And do exactly the same thing once again. Okay, here we go. Climb the stage up, activate the trans brake and let the car inch itself to the staging lights. Build boost. That's a big wheelie. Stay in it. Wow, that was way larger than I expected. That's so much faster actually. Whoa, 887 with a huge wheelie. I was not expecting a wheelie that big. I think we hit the bumper on the way down. It didn't do any damage though, that's good. Wow, that was some crazy stuff. I didn't expect it to be that big. But I think we may need to tune a little bit more, so I'm happy with the power. At least 4 right now. But I do want to add tire pressure to see if we can at least spin it a little bit without lifting the front end. And if not, then we're probably going to have to figure out another way to keep the front end down. Maybe a wheelie bar. Alright, cool. Back at the drag pit lane. And then, let's see. We were at 10 PSI. I'm going to try like 22. See if that works. I'm also going to extend this a little bit just so the tires aren't clipping over the rear end. Is there anything else that I could potentially do? I know there's loads of suspension tuning that you can do with these with this Mio's drag rear end, but I have no idea. Maybe if I just raise this, let's do a 355 and let's just see. I mean, we have all the time in the world right now, so we can test and tune as much as we want. I've got a feeling she's still gonna raise that front end no matter what, and that's unfortunate because I feel like I was about an inch away from crashing the car. Let's go. Okay, and then maybe I'll build less boost. I jumped a little bit. That's fine. Actually, that wasn't bad though. We didn't lift up the front. 830. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's a lot quicker than I anticipated. What the hell? Wow. Okay, we are faster than I wanted to be. I was hoping to stay in the like high 8s. Look at this, rolling burnout. Wow, a good car. But a lot of you don't know that there is also a half-mile drag strip, sort of, in West Coast. So I'm gonna tune my car for that. I'm essentially just gonna lower the tire pressure again because it is unprepped, and then make the gearing longer so we have a higher top speed since it is longer, and we're gonna go straight over to that. Alright, cool. We are arriving at the toll booth area, and that is because this is where the no prep half-mile drag is. Now you may notice I changed my time of day a little bit and the game looks completely different, and that is because I am using TK's dynamic skybox. So that is a mod in the BeamNG forum. I don't think it's on the repo yet. However, you have a ton of different selections. You can change it to misty. You can change it to partly cloudy. I think Raceless likes using the light clouds one, and I think that's what we were using also. But right now, I'm going for the static one over here. I don't know how to pronounce that, so I'm not going to. But I think I am ready to do our half mile. So let's set up here. Hard to see the line a little bit, but there we go. Build the boost a little bit and just send her on. Traffic will despawn as expected. Now we have lowered our final drive gear to like 280, I believe, so we should be okay for mile an hour. And we are doing 180. I don't think I have the brakes for this. There we go, a 15-second half mile from a standing start. No real grip, but we got $5.5 grand for that. That's a lot of money. Now I think we could make it better, and I think I might in the future, but for right now, I think that is gonna be it. I'm happy with the truck. She is way faster than I expected. And she still looks crap, so I think we've met all the criteria that I personally wanted for this episode. So with that, thank you so much for watching. Please like, please subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.